Hello, Robbie Wong here, and we're going to play some Brawl on Magic Arena. Our commander is Kinnan, Bonder Prodigy, green-blue. Whenever you tap a non-land permanent for mana, add 1 mana of any type that permanent produced. 5 green-blue. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a non-human creature card from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Alright, so we've got these mana dorks that pair very well. And with these this column is extra mana, but they also do something else. So Great Henge can be card draw, Chromatic Orrery can be card draw and mana fixing. Beanstalk Giant can be a finisher. Nissa is a payoff in addition to a ramper. Leyline can make your guys bigger. Uro is Uro, and then Cultivate is fetch plus. We've got 2 counter spells in the form of Frilled Mystic and Voracious Greatshark, and we also have 2 crowd control, Mass Manipulation, and Ugin the Spirit Dragon. Thassa over here pairs really well with our removal suite. We have Dungeon Geist to freeze, Wicked Wolf to fight, Druid Eater to bounce, Kugla to fight, Agent of Treachery to steal, Thorn Mammoth to fight, and Meteor Golem to straight up destroy. And our finishers, other finishers of payoffs, Cavalier of Gales, End-Raze Forerunners, and Hydroid Krasis. Each of them do something a little bit different. Grind and fly, card draw, End-Raze. Yep. If you're casting End-Raze, the game is probably over one way or another. Incubation and Once Upon a Time are here as redundant copies of the other creatures in here. So we can go look for something that we need to. We really need to get a removal spell going. Go fetch it with that. Heroic Intervention doing its best impression of a counterspell here with Frilled Mystic and Voracious Greatshark. So I think the deck has some incredible late game potential because the top end, Mass Manipulation, Hydroid Krasis, End-Raze Forerunners, these single cards are really, really powerful. So if we can get there, then the deck is going to have a real solid strategy. But the early game tends to be a little weak. You have these mana dorks, some of them block, most of them don't, and you're trying to get to 5, 6, 7 mana, so they need to survive, so they don't really fare well when the strategy doesn't fare well when they're removed. Okay, so Thassa, we're probably going to see a lot of similar cards that benefit from this. Okay, so alright, we've got 2 ramp creatures and both are colors. A couple of payoffs. Maybe we can steal Thassa if they get there. Oh, this is a mill deck then. Okie dokie. So we do have a clock here, depending on whether or not they get the enchantment that... That's a good pickup. They get the enchantment that mills every time you draw a card. It has a lot of power here. But we're going to go ahead and start beating them down in the air here. We need to be aggressive. Let's go Paradise Druid. Harder to interact with. I'm going to assume that their removal is going to be either bounce or counter spells, so if you can't target it, you can't target it. We're at 5 mana, even if we cast Kinnan. So I think next turn, we can't get to any of these big guys, so I think it's attack. Oh, thanks, opponent. Well, now it's just this. Yeah, definitely just that. Okay, so go to combat. Alright, so that works, and then 1, 2. I can also cast this and get my 2 blue mana from here, right? Yeah, okay, so this Kinnan is still free this first time. Let's see if it resolves. Alright, and then we want 2 blue. And let's get Uro down. Hopefully hit a land drop here. All of you. This deck does not have graveyard recursion other than Uro, so you just exile what you need to exile. The only exception if the opponent is targeting something that benefits them. Oh, the Gilded Goose. Gilded Goose is the draw. All right, so next turn we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Teferi's Tutelage. Let's steal it. It's always satisfying, right? I don't think we want Leyline of Abundance. Okay, so what are we doing here? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're attacking with these two, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 can Dream Eater this. Or we can steal lands. Go to combat. Yeah. Okay, so if we Agent of Treachery and we steal a land, we keep them off of Thassa unless they draw a land, or we can take this and slow down their milling. Let's slow down their milling. Ooh, still afford this? Ow. Just scrape my ankle against a piece of broken glass. That's good. Okay, Thassa, gonna bounce Wall of Lost Thoughts. Can't currently. So we're gonna take Thassa and Wall of Lost Thoughts, and that'll probably be a concession mass manipulation. And they're tapped out, so. How does it feel to be milled, mill deck? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Ah, man, we need it all. Let's go ahead. Again, this is concession time. Okay, so 6. We don't need 2 of you. So we don't need. Yeah. Yes. Okay. There we go. Four, 1, 2. Okay. X is 2. This. Oh, this isn't a creature yet. Okay. Cancel. 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 Holy cow. That was almost terrible. Okay. So what do we want to do then? Let's start with attacks. I'm sorry, folks. That's right. This has to activate before it's a creature. Okay. We can Dream Eater. If we Dream Eater, we keep them, we slow them down even more, probably encourage them to tap out again. And when we surveil, we'll just keep everything on top. Yeah. Keep all that, sure, Heroic Intervention on top. Bounce this. Take action. Great. Leafkin's probably worth it. This doesn't have an activated ability, right? Yeah. And we have the board presence. I don't think we need to go digging for this. And now we're really limiting them on options. If they try and mill us out from 30, we still have 50% of our deck. So I think we're in a really good position. I think we need to be scared of Flood of Tears. What is this? can't choose an untapped creature as you cast it. I have not seen that yet. Too bad you weren't in my hand. Okay. Yeah. I was going to say, we're going to freeze this and swing for 2, 4, 6, 8, 12. You know, and they're tapped out. So, these mill strategies, I feel like they really center around these repeatable milling things, and Gyruda is another one that mills you pretty quick and in concert with this. So identifying very quickly, you know, my initial thought was this is a value like we were, you know, like Agent of Treachery, other creatures that get and have entered the battlefield, and it is, but it, misdiagnosed, right? And if you can get to that conclusion faster, that's probably better for you in the long run. So you can pivot and be like, oh, wait, no, we're the beatdown, they're the control. So correct identification of your role in the matchup is very critical, so that way you can make your plays accordingly. Also, Thassa is not a creature until their devotion hits 5. So, hooray for mass manipulation math. All right, that'll be it for this match. Thank you so much. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.